everybody, I'm Lisa Rowberry, your independent Scentsy consultant. Welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be part 2 of our little bestie collab that my best friend Melanie and I have going on. You may remember we just recently did a top Fall Scentsy picks for the fall season on which Scentsy scents are our favorite for the 2023 fall season. And we decided to do a part 2 and do our favorite fall mixers. So if you haven't really experimented with mixing scents and creating your own, highly recommend. I know Melanie and I have a lot of fun kind of mixing and creating new fragrances from already great fragrances. So we decided, let's do a mix round. Why the heck not? So I'm gonna just put it out there, I cheated. We were supposed to pick 5 scents, 5 mixers, and I chose 6. So there's that. Because we did decide that we would open this up, the mixers up to being able to choose scents from our Scentsy Club, which is Scentsy's subscription service, all kinds of perks. Our favorite perk is always get my bar, because that means when scents retire, they will stay in your club for as long as you keep them in your club, which is amazing. So that's why, like, when we are mentioning some fragrances and you're like, they're not around anymore, what the heck? But I know a lot of you, and I know a lot of Melanie's friends over on her channel, we all love club. So that's why we decided, we were like, well, we should be able to open it up to club as well, because we know a lot of our friends here on YouTube have a club subscription for yourself. So maybe you have some of these bars in your club. So I did choose my 5 mixes, but then when we decided club, then I was like, okay, I gotta throw in one more mix. So I have 1 club mixer and then 5 that are currently available. So there's that. And when we're talking about mixing, we are talking about mixing in the same warmer. Typically what I did with these mixers is I did 1 cube to 1 cube in the same warmer. I know you're probably thinking, yeah, duh. But sometimes what I will do, and what I'll mention in my, like, what I've been warming videos, is sometimes I'll have like different scents in alternating warmers throughout the house. And so it's not that kind of mixing. It's mixing in the same warmer to create a brand new fabulous fragrance. So Melanie is doing this same exact video. And if you are here from Melanie's channel, hi friend, I hope you will hang out here and stick around. It's all things Scentsy over here on my channel. If you are new here, and you have not checked out Melanie's video yet, Melanie is my best friend. She is absolutely amazing. Her channel is mostly makeup and skincare with some home fragrance scattered in there because we love home fragrance. So, but we like to do these little collab videos together. I don't know what mixers she chose. Same, you know, the rules still apply here. When we choose our top like 5 or 6 top Scentsy fragrances for the season, we don't tell each other. We find out here on YouTube in like real time. So same goes here. I have no idea what mixers she came up with or what she's loving. So I'm really excited to check out her video. So, all right, without further ado, because I broke the rules and there's 6, we'll go ahead and get started. So we'll go ahead and start with, you know what, let's start with club. We'll start with the club ones, and then we will talk about the scents that are currently available. So when we decided that club would be available for us to choose from, I knew I had to choose this mix because, and you know what? There's even another scent mixer that I really should have included as well. It's okay. I'll mention it. Apple Cherry Strudel and Graham Cracker Crunch, absolutely incredible mixer. So good. It's not here, it's not really making the list, I'll just mention it. Okay, but I would say this is probably even more so my favorite mixer for pretty much any time of year, but definitely for the fall, and it is Apple Butter Frosting and Churro. Oh my gosh, this is so good. And if you are familiar with Homeworks Hot Cider Donut, this is exactly that. I love this scent so much. You have, from the apple butter frosting, you have that almost like apple cider kind of scent, but meets a like buttercream frosting. So good, so bakery, so fantastic. I love it. And then we have churro churro, which introduces that fried dough element, which is so dang good. I love it. And honestly, churro churro on its own really never performed for me very well, but then when I mixed it with apple butter frosting, it did fantastic. So that's even more of a win in my book. So this, I had to talk about this mix because this is one that has been a favorite of mine for years. I love it all year, but definitely during the fall time, this would be my favorite mix probably ever. So, you know, I normally don't like to say in no particular order. No, this is my favorite fall mix. This is it, like number one. So good. So I had to make my list, but I had a lot of fun doing some different mixers with some other things. So let's go ahead and talk about these other scents. So, I went ahead and did a super fun mix of Scary Good and Cinnamon Pine Cones. So Scary Good is actually one of Melanie's favorite fall fragrances. So I'm interested to see if she does any mixing with this one. But yeah, Scary Good, so good. This is just your pumpkin spice bakery scent. Really, really nice. And so what I kind of wanted to do with this is introduce, this is gonna sound weird, but I kind of wanted to introduce a like earthy element, and by doing so, I did cinnamon pine cones because we're still in that like spicy vibe here, but then the pine cone note just kind of like, I don't know, just brings, like I said, kind of a fall earthy element to it that I was a huge fan of. So this was really good. Cinnamon pine cones is a favorite of mine on its own. Like, it really doesn't need any mixing, but I had fun kind of mixing these two together. It was really good. So Scary Good and Cinnamon Pine Cones, great mix. Okay, this, I feel like this is gonna be a mixer that is going to be a problem solver. So I mixed vanilla bean buttercream with Around the Campfire. And why do I say this is going to be a fixer mixer? Because for me, Around the Campfire, it's a little too smoky. It's a little too smoky. I don't really care for this scent. It's just, it really does smell very smoky, woody, which it's supposed to. But so if you wind up with this bar and you're thinking this is way too smoky, way too much, and it's a strong scent for sure, mix it with a sugar cookie or vanilla bean buttercream, and it's going to give you more of that like toasted marshmallow kind of feel, more of that marshmallow fireside kind of feel. So you have that like earthy, woodsy, smoky that's definitely still there, definitely still shining through. But then you have the vanilla bean buttercream that's saying, hold up, smoke, hold up. We need to bring it back a couple notches and we need to add some sweetness. So the vanilla bean buttercream totally does that for me, and it's a great mixer. So I have a bar of Around the Campfire, and I was like, I cannot do this on its own, so let's mix in some vanilla bean buttercream. That's typically a pretty easy go-to mixer, is vanilla bean buttercream, sugar cookie, those types of scents. When you're wanting to like up the bakery element of any particular scent, those are kind of like pretty tried and true go-tos, but they're also problem fixers too, which is really, really good. So Around the Campfire and vanilla bean buttercream totally works fantastic. So love that. Okay, and the next combo we're gonna talk about here, I had a lot of fun with. Again, these are two scents that I really enjoy both of these scents on their own, so this is not a fixer mixer. This is just going to be a mixer that I thought I really enjoy both of these scents, and I think they will complement each other well. And it is Frosted Cedar and Fall Into Love. So Frosted Cedar is actually, this is a new release this year, and then Fall Into Love is actually a part of our Harvest collection. So this is only available for a limited time. Oh man, it is so nice, you guys. I love both of these on their own, but the Frosted Cedar, they both have like tree or green kind of earthy elements kind of on the back end, kind of undertones. But the Frosted Cedar has notes of like apple in there. I think there might even be a little bit of like melon or something in this. It's a little bit more fruity. And then we have Fall Into Love. And Fall Into Love has more of a like citrus note to it along with the tree. It's really, really nice. And both of these mixed together made a really, really beautiful combination. Once again, love both of these on their own, but mixed together, it just was really, really nice. And if you're someone who like spring and summer is more your jam in terms of like home fragrance, because you want the fruity, you want, you know, the lighter kind of scents, try this mix. This is a really great mix. Honestly, both of these on their own, I feel like you would really enjoy if you're into the more fruity fall scents. But try mixing as well. So good. So good. So I love that. So that was Frosted Cedar and Fall Into Love, 1 cube to 1 cube in the same warmer. Really, really nice. Okay, last two mixers. So this mix I really would not have thought to do, but I was just kind of like going through my bars because I was kind of wanting to try some new things for this collab. And I'm glad I did, because this was a super interesting mix. One of my fall favorites, as you guys know, is Cider Mill. I love Cider Mill. Again, love this on its own. I think it's fall perfection. It really doesn't need any tweaking, but here we are. We're in a mixer series. So I decided, what if we took Cider Mill and gave it more of a bakery twist? And so what I did, without doing vanilla bean buttercream or sugar cookie, I took Cider Mill, which is pumpkins and apples, and then I mixed it with frosted cinnamon roll. So this mix together was really, really nice, because you have the pumpkins and apples that's shining through with Cider Mill, and then you have that decadent, delicious frosted cinnamon roll that's in this. That's just, it was a really interesting mix, and I really like it. I like this a lot. So much so that I went through the whole entire bar of both of these mixed. Really, really good. Loved that. So that was a new to me mix. That was really, really good. Love it. I can totally see myself doing it again. Okay, and then last but not least, took a couple of both of our favorites. We have pumpkin roll mixed with First Day of Fall. So it's kind of funny because Melanie had said that she wasn't sure if First Day of Fall was going to be on my list or not, because she knows I love this scent, and I do. I really do love this. This definitely made her list for sure. And then it got me thinking, what if? Because here's the thing with home fragrance, friends, there are no rules. So if you want to do a mix, you do you. You do the mix. Do what speaks to your heart. What the worst case is, you mix something and you don't love it. So try maybe just in one warmer first, with just 1 cube to 1 cube in the same warmer, see how it mixes, and then it may turn out to be something you absolutely love. This is that. This is great. This is fantastic. So pumpkin roll on its own, this is just, it's a pumpkin cinnamon roll. It really is. It's that pumpkin bakery. So good. So like creamy and delicious and sweet and so fall. And then First Day of Fall is more of that, like, not bakery pumpkin. So while the pumpkin roll for this kind of introduces the bakery element, and then First Day of Fall kind of tames down the bakery in the pumpkin roll, if that makes sense. Like, they balance each other really, really nicely. And this was a really, really good mix. So I loved it. So I would totally see myself doing all of these mixes again, and they're definitely super fall forward, and I love it. This is absolutely fantastic. So pumpkin roll, First Day of Fall, frosted cinnamon roll and Cider Mill, frosted cedar and Fall Into Love, around the campfire, vanilla bean buttercream, the fixer mixer. And then we've got Scary Good, cinnamon pine cones. And then my honorable mention, my number one, I have to have it, apple butter frosting and churro churro. Such great mixes. It's so fun. Like I said, if you haven't had a chance to, or never thought about kind of mixing your scents, you totally can. And it's, like I said, it's super fun to come up with new fragrances just by adding in a cube of this or a cube of that. Just make sure you're not adding too many cubes, so that way you don't have an overflow waxident situation. But yeah, you can mix 3, even up to 4 different scents depending on the size of the warmer. So super, super fun. I cannot wait to see what Melanie's picked for her top 5. Maybe she even has an honorable mention as well. Scentsy mixes. So really excited. I'm gonna go check her video out now. But let me know down below in the comments, if you are into mixing, let me know what your favorite mixer is. It's, like I said, so fun to get a little carried away in the mixers. So let me know. I love hearing from you guys. I love to see and hear about your creativity when it comes to all of these mixers. If you're here from Melanie's channel, hello and welcome, friend. I hope you will stick around. Be sure to subscribe. If you haven't checked out Melanie's video yet, definitely hop over to her channel. I will link her video and her channel down below in the description. Be sure to check out her mixes. I cannot wait to see. This is always so much fun. All right, you guys, thank you so much for hanging out with me today. Be sure to give this video a thumbs up if you like this type of content. If you're new, please subscribe. If you already subscribed, be sure to hit the notification bell. That way you stay up to date with all things Scentsy. Have an amazing day, you guys, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.